The night shift at McDonald's that I'll never forget. I used to work the night shift at a 24-hour McDonald's in a small town. It was always quiet during the night, just a few late-night drive-through orders from tired truckers or college kids coming back from a party. But there was one night that changed everything, and I still can't shake the memory. It was around 2:30 a.m., dead in the middle of my shift. There were only two of us working, me and another guy, Mike, who was in the back prepping. The drive-through had been slow all night, and the dining area was completely empty. It was one of those shifts where time seemed to drag, and I was counting down the minutes until my shift ended. That's when I noticed something on the security monitor movement near the back of the building. At first, I thought it was just someone taking a shortcut through the parking lot, but the figure stopped, lingering near the dumpster. I couldn't make out much from the grainy camera feed, but something about the way they moved made me uneasy. They were too still, just standing there, staring at the back door. I radioed Mike, letting him know someone was lurking near the back. He shrugged it off, said it was probably a homeless person or some kid messing around. But the feeling in my gut told me something was off. A few minutes passed, and I had almost forgotten about the figure when the drive-through bell rang. I pulled on my headset, but when I greeted the customer, there was no response, just static. I repeated myself, thinking maybe it was a bad connection. Still nothing. Then, suddenly, a low, raspy voice whispered through the speaker, "Come outside." Chills ran down my spine. I immediately looked at the drive-through camera, but no car was there. The lane was completely empty. I was about to write it off as a prank when Mike came rushing out from the back, pale as a ghost. "Did you hear that?" he asked. Apparently, he had heard the same voice whispering from the back door, "Come outside." Now both of us were freaked out. We double-checked the cameras. There was no one in the drive-through, and the figure by the dumpster had vanished. The lot was empty. The voice couldn't have come from anywhere. Then, the knocking started. Soft at first, almost like tapping. It was coming from the back door, the one we never used during night shifts. Mike and I just stared at each other, frozen. Neither of us wanted to be the one to check, but after a few minutes of listening to that rhythmic knocking, Mike grabbed a broom and cautiously walked to the back. I stayed by the counter, heart pounding. When he opened the door, no one was there. The parking lot was still empty, no sign of anyone. But the weirdest part, there were handprints on the outside of the door, small, child-sized handprints smeared in something dark. We didn't know what to do, so we just locked all the doors and refused to go outside until morning. I didn't sleep for days after that shift, and I ended up quitting a few weeks later. To this day, I have no idea who or what was outside that night. If you found this video entertaining, leave a like. And do consider subscribing, it's free, and you can always change your mind in the future.